children. Today we are going to meet with each other in this way because of coronavirus pandemic situation. So, online classes are very important, you know very well. I want to tell today one story, but before that, I want to share many of the things. Number one thing, my dear children, Maharashtra. This is our state name. Maharashtra is the birthplace of many saints like Saint Naneshwar Maharaj, Saint Tukaram Maharaj, Saint Eknath Maharaj, Saint Namdev Maharaj, Saint Zanabai, Saint Muktabai, and so on, many of them. And you know very well, saint means what? That is the personality which will give to society, humanity, equality, unity, and oneness. Isn't it, my dear children? Saint always, saints always believed in one religion, and that name of religion is humanity. So, dear children, always saint has given us very important things: love, affection, fond, humanity, unity, oneness, and so on. Such a good qualities they had given to society. Still, they are alive in everybody's mind because of their own work, isn't it? Today also we are going to meet one great saint, and name of that saint is Tiruvalluvar. Tiruvalluvar, he had also so many type of qualities. I want to share one by one. Number one, children, Tiruvalluvar, he was great Tamil saint poet. Means how you know very well, children. Naneshwari, this is the book which was written by Naneshwar Maharaj. Tukaram Gatha, this is the book which was written by Saint Tukaram Maharaj. Dasbodh, this is the book which was written by Saint Ramdas Swami. Isn't it? Same way, children, he was also a great Tamil saint poet, and his book name was Tirukural. What is his book name? Tirukural. Isn't it? Now next thing, children, oh beautiful fabric, means he was the greatest weaver in that village, okay, and because of that he beautiful fabric. As well as with all those things, I want to tell you, he never got angry. He never used bad words. Even he never shouted at anyone. He never used bad words. He never got angry. He never shouted at anyone. In such a calm, peaceful life he was enjoying when he was alive, okay, and before 2000 years ago he was in Tamil Nadu. Before I will start this story, I want to tell some new words with their meanings. Arrogant, it means proud. Agitated, it means anxious or upset. Rags means cloth that is torn to pieces. Toiled means worked very hard. Weaver, as I told you, Tiruvalluvar, he was the greatest weaver. What is the meaning of weaver? Weaver, it means a person whose job is to weave cloth. Okay, children? So let's see what exactly happened in this story. The name of story is The Worth of a Fabric. What is the name of story? The Worth of a Fabric. Okay, children? We'll start lesson. Tiruvalluvar was a great Tamil saint poet who lived more than 2000 years ago. Today's year is 2020. Before 2000 years ago, Tiruvalluvar was alive, and he had written Tirukural is the book of his teaching. It is greatly loved and respected even today. Today also, Naneshwari is very important. Bible is very important. Quran is very important. Same way, Tirukural. This book is also very important in Tamil Nadu. Tiruvalluvar was a textile weaver. He wove beautiful fabrics and saris and sold them in the market. He wove many type of fabrics, beautiful saris also he wove and sold them in the market. People said that he never got angry, never used bad words, never shouted at anyone. Everybody knows this thing. People know that thing. That is, he never got angry, never used bad words, even never shouted at anyone. In the same town, there lived a rich young man. He wasted most of his time roaming around with his friends. They often made fun of other people. Okay, children, there was one youngest and richest person, and who was very arrogant. And he also heard the same thing, that Tiruvalluvar, he never got angry, he never used bad words, even he never shouted at anyone. And because of this, whenever he heard, that time immediately the arrogant young man approached Tiruvalluvar in the market and picked up a beautiful piece of fabric. How much does this whole fabric cost? He asked. What he asked? How much does this whole fabric cost? He asked. Immediately, the saint named the price, 8 coins. What is the value of that whole piece of cloth? 8 coins. Now I want to tell you, suppose children, this is the fabric cloth. Suppose this is the fabric cloth. And then whenever that Tiruvalluvar asked whenever youngest and richest person asked to Tiruvalluvar, what is the cost price of this piece? Immediately Tiruvalluvar named the price. What is the cost price? 8 coins. And whenever Tiruvalluvar named that price, immediately the young man unfolded the fabric. See children, this young man, what he is doing? He folded this cloth and then he made it half. He folded this cloth and he made it half, and now he is asking, what is the cost price of this half cloth? Tiruvalluvar said, now the cost price of this cloth is only 4 rupees. As it is unfolded, as it is half one, then the price is also half one. And because of that, Tiruvalluvar said, when full cloth of piece is having cost 8 rupees, then half piece of cloth is having price only 4 rupees. Immediately, again that young man folded this fabric cloth and then he was asking, what is the cost price of this piece of cloth? Then immediately Tiruvalluvar said, now the cost price of this piece of cloth is only 2 rupees. Again children, this youngest and richest who was very arrogant person, he folded this cloth in this way and now he is asking, what is the cost price of these? Tiruvalluvar very calmly and very quietly replied, the cost price of this piece is only 1 rupee. Again he folded, again he torn this cloth and then he was asking, what is the cost price of this? That time Tiruvalluvar said, now this piece of cloth turned into rags. This piece of cloth turns into rags. So this is totally worthless. See children how they explain here. Tiruvalluvar calmly went on reducing the price to half every time. At last the fabric was reduced to rags. So Tiruvalluvar said in a quiet tone, now this fabric has become worthless. I will not name any price for these rags. The young man did not know what to say, but he was proud of his riches. So he offered to pay 8 coins to that saint. See children, now what happens? Whenever that Tiruvalluvar he replied, now cloth is worthless. Fabric cloth is worthless. I can't tell you exactly what is the price of this cloth. So sorry for that, because the fabric piece of cloth now turns into rags, and because of that I can't tell you exactly what is the cost price. But as we know, the youngest and richest person, he was very arrogant. He felt very bad because right now also Tiruvalluvar, he was with smiley face. He was very calm. He was very quiet. Even he was talking with a quiet tone, and because of that he offered to pay 8 coins to the saint. For the first time, Tiruvalluvar smiled, but he refused to take the money. He is not ready to take money from youngest and richest person who was very arrogant, who was very proud. Young man, now this fabric is of no use. It has become worthless. Why? Because no one will be able to wear it now. Young man, you know very well, because that piece of fabric cloth turns into rags. As it is turning into rags, it is not having any type of value. Why? Because of now this cloth can't be worn by anyone. It is totally useless. Nobody can utilize this cloth of peace, and because of that, this peace is totally worthless. And see children, now how Tiruvalluvar is going to explain. Do you know, the fabric was not made in a one day. Many people have toiled to make it. The farmer who grew cotton in his field worked hard for months through sun and rain. First time, farmer worked too much in the rain also and in the sun also. They are working very hard for getting good crop of cotton. He picked cotton from each boll and gave it for spinning. Boll means what children? Boll means pod of the cotton plant. Okay? And then children, he picked cotton from each boll and gave it for spinning. Then someone else carded the cotton and spun it into long uniform threads. The threads were dyed carefully. Whenever from that they prepared from cotton, they had prepared some threads. After that, threads were dyed. Dyed means what children? How suppose my hairs are in white in color, then what should I do? I will make it dye. Means I want to prepare my hairs will be in black color, isn't it? Why? Because I want to look younger one. Like that. Like that same way children, whenever that thread prepared, the proper color of thread is only white. And if we want to give it color, it means we have to dye it. Okay? And then see children, dyed carefully so that they took on these lovely colors. My wife and I wove the threads together, putting in beautiful design. We thought someday someone will like this fabric, will be happy to wear it. Then all our work would have been rewarded. When you destroyed the fabric, you destroyed all the love and labor that went into its making. Money cannot bring it back. See children, what he is saying. Many people toiled, first farmer, so many laborers. After that, I and my wife, both of them, oh, very beautiful fabric cloth. Everybody's whatever we worked, that was destroyed by you. And you know beta, money cannot bring it back. And then the softly spoken words touched the young man's heart. Now he was really ashamed of himself. See what exactly Tiruvalluvar was going to tell. And do you know, Tiruvalluvar went on to say, I can weave another fabric like this, but our life is also like this fabric. If you tear it apart with hasty, thoughtless actions, it will be destroyed and you will not get it back again. Tiruvalluvar's word opened the young man's eyes. There and then he decided to give up his idleness and bad habits. See children, from this short story, we have to learn one important thing, Tiruvalluvar's message. He said after this everything, whenever it was going on, he said after that one important thing, that is these children, I can prepare this like fabric cloth one more time, but if we will lost our life, we will lose our life, it can't be back again. So very precious life God has given us. We know very well children, life is drama. Life is drama. God is director, we are actor. And who has given life us? God. God has given life us, so we have to respect to God. We have to respect to our own life, which is very precious. And so children, we have to take care of our life. We have to enjoy each moment of life, but we can't hate with each other. We have to love. We should maintain it affections. We should maintain it fond. And because of that, our life will be very precious with everyone. So children, I hope you have understood this story, which is telling us life is important. Life is the best gift which is given by God, and because of that children, it will be destroyed, then it can't become again. So this precious thing we have to keep with us, and then each moment of life we have to enjoy with the help of good qualities like humanity, oneness, unity, and so on. I hope you have understood this nice story, which name was The Worth of a Fabric. So children, today's homework is read this story loudly again and again, and then at least find it 50 words from this story. Bye children. Have a nice day.